What's going on, guys? This is Redstone back for another video, and this video today, as you can see by the title, is going to be a 2x speed bucket filler. It's not just going to be 1 bucket per second, it's going to be 2. Yep. It probably sounds not very complicated. It's not, it's really not. But for those of you who aren't very advanced at Redstone, I thought I was just watching a video, saw someone who said, "Oh, yeah, this is such a cool contraption. It's really not that complicated, but he said he wouldn't know how to build it, so I thought I'd make a tutorial on one." Okay, so this is the bucket filler, and I built a 1x speed version here, just so I could show you how slow it is. This is the design I made, like, just before I built this one, and I built this and just looked at it and went, I can do a lot better. I can make a lot more compact. This is mostly just so I can have a system where they are above it. This is a lot cleaner and flusher. This system, if I was to do the same thing, it would look ugly. And I know it looks ugly with the red chest and the green chest, but that's because it's Christmas time. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, so I'm going to be showing you how to build this 2x speed, but you don't have to build it 2x speed. You can build it 1x speed, and it's actually, even the 1x speed is faster than this one. This one is really quite slow, and not even 100% reliable. If you were to unload the chunks with this thing running, there's a chance that the water buckets can get full in here, as you can see. Yeah, very bad design, extremely... I don't even know why I built this thing, and I don't know what I'm going to show you, but I'm going to show you how it, how both of them work. I'm actually gonna, because this one is so much slower, I've got to empty it first. And yeah, so we just put our buckets in this left one here, and you'll hear that one going off. And I'm actually going to disconnect half of this one, and you'll still see that this one will win. If I do /game mode 3, you look in here. It's up to 9 buckets. Look at this one. Yeah. This one's just a tad faster. Just a tad. I know those buckets were from before because I've been doing the testing, but you heard that this one just finished, probably about a second, maybe 2 seconds before this one. So if you're not worried about the speed, you could build this bigger, bulkier, more expensive one. But I'm not going to be showing you how to build it. I'm not putting a wheel download in the description. You can try and build it from me flying around. It's just a bad design in general. I don't even know why I showed you it. But, yeah, I'm going to be showing you how to build this better one. Well, in my opinion, it's better. It's faster. And it can be tiled. This one can't be tiled. Yeah. So, if we were to run this thing at 2x speed, it just becomes ridiculously faster than that one. Okay. To build one side of this, because this thing, you only need, you can run it straight beside itself, and then you do the other one just reversed. I'm going to be showing you how to build one slice, and I'm sure you can reverse the other one on your own, but I'll show you how to add that on too. Yeah. So, you just need the things in this chest. You need 2 chests, ironically, because it's in a chest. 2 hoppers, 3 redstone dust, 4 repeaters, 1 redstone torch, 1 comparator, so you do have to be in the nether first and have your quartz. If you really don't care about your survival mode, but you really want one of these, I guess you could spawn it in, but I don't know, I'm not a big fan of doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, so you just need your 1 comparator, these don't have to be iron blocks, they can be anything, but these do have to be hoppers, so if you're a little short on iron, then I wouldn't recommend this as your first thing. But then again, if you're short on iron, why are you making a bucket filler? You don't have that many buckets, because you haven't got much iron. Or maybe that's the reason you're short on iron, because you made too many buckets. In which case, use them for lava, because water is renewable. Okay, well, so I'm going to be showing you how to build this one. You also need, 64 blocks of iron. They don't have to be iron blocks, they can be anything. Obviously you need at least 2 water buckets to make the infinite water source. And you can grab more, but you could just make an infinite water source, use the one side bucket filler, and then make the other side. That just depends on how many of these you're making. And you need 1 dispenser. So, I'm going to be throwing these things out of my inventory as I build them. Actually, I'm probably going to go into /game... Actually, no. first I need to grab a shovel. A shovel and a pickaxe, just so I can pick everything up. Let's just grab the things that we need. And I'm going to be doing this one in survival mode, because I know that a lot of you guys don't know how to maneuver around big redstone contraptions, and I need to start getting into the area where I'm good at these kind of tutorials. And just in case, just so you know that this thing, I'm going to design mine too, so I'm going to need a few iron blocks. Just grab a few iron blocks. I'm probably going to design it in creative anyway, but I don't care. / game mode creative, S. So, we're gonna start building this by placing our output chest. And as you see, it go green, but that's because it's Christmas time at the moment. And we actually don't need, as I said, I'm only showing you the one design, so good thing I grabbed these things. You only need these. Yeah, I should have grabbed an axe too. You only need to do it 2 wide if you're doing the faster version. And yeah, as you can see, survival's a bit of a pain, but if you should already know that by now. So we just place a few blocks like that, and we need to place a few blocks like this, there, and a couple bits like that. We grab these blocks here. My scroll wheel screws up a bit. Doesn't matter. It's almost a brand new mouse, but I'm not too fussed. You just place blocks like that in a bit of an L shape here around your area. You place that there, and you place your other water bucket there. And I'm actually going to refill these buckets when I'm done, because I'm going to have a brand new water bucket filler. I wonder where I got that from. Haha. And so now you just need to place your hopper there, you grab your chest out, and this one's actually going to be a bit tricky, so I'm going to put this in my offhand. I'd recommend placing this chest first, but then again, if you're watching the tutorial, then you're probably following along. And one thing, now you got to place a block there, and a comparator there, a block in front of the comparator, 2 blocks out, redstone dust on both of these, a repeater there. And if you want, I personally like to put my redstone on a different block. That's just on 1 tick. You put 2 repeaters like this on those 2 blocks there, but all on 1 tick. I specifically made this thing 1 tick. You can't, if you want to make this thing a bit more reliable, then you just place a 2-tick repeater there. But in a way, it makes it faster, because usually if you're grabbing buckets, you're getting ready for a project, and then you want to be putting them into your shulker boxes or your chests, so you can hurry up and get there. So you're not going to be unloading this thing too often, just in case you are. Yeah, so you just have a repeater going into there, block like that, redstone dust, and as you can see, this thing's done. How fast was that? Yeah. So, this is just one side. You can tile this thing, and in a way, it will actually make it smaller, because technically you need these blocks here, but, to hold the water in. If you do it, then if you tile it, then those blocks won't be there, because there will just be another slice of this machine. And another thing to say about this design, just let me fly up for a second, is that you can actually tile it next to itself again. So you can have a repeater and your redstone dust like this. It'll mean you have to split them up yourself, but it's fine. I don't mind. I know that if I need that many water buckets, I don't mind doing a little bit of work, because you don't want everything to be automatic. Otherwise, your entire world's just boring, because you got everything done for you. But that's not what we're talking about at the moment. We put our buckets in here, gets filled up, and the only thing about this design is you have to have 1 item in there, 1 bucket. So let's just grab our buckets. That's the only bad thing that I can see about this design. If you leave anything in the comments if you think it's just if you see anything bad about it. And yeah, I don't know. I find it to be a good design. I like it. And as you can see, it creates about 1 bucket every 1.5 seconds or so. To me, pretty useful. I don't know about you guys, because it's not me that needs this. I just built it because the YouTuber that I watch a lot, which Unspeakable Gaming. I was just watching a video of his, and yeah, I saw that. So you just need to, if you want to tile this thing, you just grab the exact same resources you had. I'm going to be tiling it in creative mode, just because it's boring otherwise. And I'm just going to grab a water bucket from here, because, actually, no water buckets in there. Water bucket in there. Yep. And, yeah, so tiling it's really, really simple. Probably, it actually makes it technically smaller than if you don't tile it. Yeah. Like, on the actual footprint, yeah, it counts as smaller if you tile it. Which, not many people care about, because if you're building one of these, you're building it in your base, and, well, I'm assuming you're building it in your base. Yeah. I don't know. So, we just make sure you don't spill that water, because that's a bit of a pain if you do. And, yeah, so you just pretty much copy this thing, just reverse it. Put your block there, put 2 blocks out. Putting that there with a repeater. Block, repeater. Redstone dust on those 2 blocks. A block there with a repeater there. A redstone torch right there. And a dust just there. And you tiled it, done. And as I said, you can tile this thing next to itself again if you really want to. Which, I'm pretty sure you can do that for yourself. I'm not going to be showing you how to do that. Because the only reason that you can is because the system this uses makes it so that when there's an empty bucket in there, it will power this system here, which will lock that. Well, pretty much instantly. 2 ticks. Like, it will take 3 ticks. Which is, it takes 5 ticks for this hopper to move another bucket into here. Which is 10 game ticks, if you didn't know. One redstone tick, 2 game ticks. But that's more for technical Minecrafters. Not many people care about that kind of stuff. Yeah, so this video is getting a little bit long for a tutorial. I know my tutorials aren't usually this long. But what happens is, when there's a bucket in here, it will give a 1 signal. Because you can have anything in here, and it will give 1 signal. A 1 redstone dust signal. So, it'll power these, locking that before it can send another one in. Then, it will power that, because it's powering this block, it'll also power that dispenser right there, and it will turn it into a bucket. And if you didn't know, an unstackable item here will give a 2 strength signal, which is what unlocks this hopper down the bottom, and while that's happening, once that unlocks, it will come out, and it takes 3 redstone ticks to reset. So then, so then 2 ticks after that, because then you have your 3 plus your 2 equals 5, and it can move another bucket in there. And then the whole thing happens again. And that's what makes this thing so reliable and so fast. Because even if you do leave the area, it will pretty much stop. Now, the only reason that you can break it, and this being on 2 ticks would help it, is for hopper unloading duping, and sometimes deleting, because that's a bit of a bug in the game at the moment, where it can delete / dupe as in duplicate items. And that just fixes that. It makes it a touch slower though, and I don't care. And if you do want to move the input for this thing, you just do what you would think, and move it. You want to move the output for it? I don't know. You just place a chest here. You can't place it there. Place a chest there, you put your hoppers into it, and it works perfectly fine. But, yeah. That's it for this tutorial. My name is Redstone Potato, and I'm out. Subscribe, like if you like the video, and for more, because I do videos like this probably around every week. And I'm trying to get more out. Just it's a little bit hard with work. So like, subscribe, and comment if you see any flaws with my system. Bye bye.